Yes everyone, thanks for tuning into another video. Pleasure as always. Before I crack into it, any thoughts, comments or ideas you'd like to explore, please leave in the comments down below. And if you like or get any value from the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So in today's video, I just wanted to go through a couple of tips. It's just going to be a quick video on how to help you manage your screen time. So recently, in my last video, I gave a book review on a book called The Comfort Crisis, and these numbers are rough. It said something along the lines of we engage with digital media for about 11 hours, 6 minutes a day on average. This is in America. And the average American touches their phone over 2,000 times a day. And to me, that's quite extreme and crazy to think. And I feel that phones, obviously smartphones, social media, are really contributing to the mental health crisis we seem to be facing in the Western world. And this year I've made a real effort to cut down my screen time and also not engage in digital media as much. I used to be one of these people, always got music in, always got a podcast in when I'm driving my bike, when I'm at the gym. And recently I've just been trying to sit in silence, and it's definitely having a positive impact. So I just wanted to give basically 2 quick tips on helping one to manage their screen time. Well, 3, I would say. The first thing is, make sure that when you wake up, the first thing you do isn't just go on your phone and start mindlessly scrolling, because that sets you up for, in my opinion, a habitual pattern for the rest of the day, where you're just going to be checking your phone all the time. If you can go the first sort of hour without really looking at your phone, it tends to be much easier throughout the rest of the day. So that's tip number 1. The second tip is, this is one I've really been implementing a lot, is typically, well, on iPhones, I don't know about Androids, you can track your screen time, and you can also see what time your screen time has been highest. So I started noticing when I was really sort of trying to cut my screen time down, when it got to about 8 or 9 p.m, that's when my screen time would start to get really high. And so I started implementing boundaries around that time in order to lower my screen time. So I realized, okay, I'm always on my phone around 8 and 9. So at 8 and 9, I'm going to make a conscious effort to not go on my phone. And again, it just really helped. I think being aware of your patterns can really help you sort of overcome obstacles. So that's tip number 2. Check when you're using your phone most in terms of what time of the day, and then try to adjust accordingly and plan around that so you can do something else instead. The third tip I'm going to give is, you can get these little boxes. Now, I actually bought one off Amazon, but then it broke. So just be mindful, perhaps, if you are going to purchase one. And essentially, you put it in a plastic box, you set a timer, and it locks, and you can't open the box. I had to smash mine with a hammer when it broke. And that's really helpful, because what I find, and maybe you can relate to this, is it might be 10 p.m. and for some reason, something will just pop up in my mind, and I'm like, oh, I just want to check that quickly. Who won the World Cup in 1974? And then I check that. Oh, and then next thing, it leads down a rabbit hole of who came in 3rd place. And next thing I know, it's been 20 minutes and I've been staring at my phone looking at stuff that doesn't matter. So when I had the box and it was working, what I do is, when I felt that urge to suddenly check my phone for something, I quickly put it in the box and lock it for 20 minutes. And I found that really helpful, because you're almost basically just snapping the addiction. And that helps you to not get drawn into the cycle. So that's the 3rd tip. I hope that's helpful. Really quick video. I just wanted to kind of share some techniques that I've been using in order to help get my screen time down, because I really feel that it impacts one's mental health in a very positive way. And it's been, it's a fact now that the blue light that comes off our phones messes with our melatonin, our sleep hormones, and all in all, just isn't fantastic really. So try and keep that screen time down. Anyway, if you got any value from that video, please let me know, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a cracking day or a peaceful evening. I'll see you next time. Peace.